Hi guys, thanks for stopping by for this video. This is not one of the usual videos that I make so far on my channel. Usually I talk about the tarot, but you know, and I give free tarot readings for love generally. However, if you do look at the description to my channel, it says about spiritual and esoteric. So I'm jumping on the bandwagon today to talk about the 1111 concept and portal. However, I think I've got a slightly different take on it, for the fact that I'm debunking some of what I perceive to be the New Age myths, basically, that surrounds this concept of 1111. Do I believe in it with regards to twin flames? Yeah, absolutely. Do I believe in twin flames? Yes, of course I do. Do I believe everything that's been put out on the internet about 1111 and its significance and the angel numbers and the meanings? No, not at all. And I'm going to talk about some aspects of that and as to why I don't agree with what I perceive to be some New Age fluff, basically, you know. It's sort of just regurgitated information that doesn't really have any substance. So hopefully I'm just going to give a little bit of history and substance as to where this concept comes from. You know, with the 1111, you know, today I'm making this video and it's the 11th of November. In Europe, between Europe and the US, we have a different format for writing the date, you know. So I would always say the 11th of November, and I suppose in the States they would say November the 11th. And between us and our lovely neighbours or lovely friends that we have in the US, this can cause a little bit of confusion. You know, when you want to say a date to someone that it's the 4th of the 10th and you don't know whether they mean, you know, the 4th of October or the 10th of April. However, we don't have this confusion with 1111 and the date today, the 11th of November, because it's a mirror number. It's even easy for me. You know, I'm a sufferer of dyscalculia. I found out I had dyscalculia as an adult. I mean, I always knew I was a bit sort of stupid with numbers. For any one of you that doesn't know what dyscalculia is, it's sort of, if you can imagine your understanding of dyslexia, but then sort of apply that to a numerical setting, that is pretty much me. It's quite dire. It does affect me in various aspects of my life, but however, this is not the subject of this video. Maybe if anyone's interested, I will make a video about how dyscalculia affects me in my everyday life. However, 1111, the mirror numbers, you know, often they're referred to as the angel number. However, where did it all start and where does it all come from? We have to go back quite a long way, to around 560 BC, more or less. And we have to think about Pythagoras. And you're probably rolling your eyes and think, oh my God, you know, what is a dyscalculic person doing talking about Pythagoras? Because I'm sure we all remember Pythagoras from our maths class. Well, I do, but I can't remember, you know, the theorem and the importance of it. But I do remember being, you know, told his name. I mean, he's from Greece. He was a Greek mathematician, but he was also famous for certain advancements within astrology and within music, actually. Both astrology and music cannot function without some kind of calculation or some kind of mathematical basis. Now, he said the numbers 11223344 are master numbers, okay, right up from 1 to 9, okay. So numbers 1 to 9 he calls the master numbers, and there are two aspects to this. The first I'm just going to touch on briefly, and then the second I'm going to come back to with regards to why we're all going nuts over this 1111 portal, and everybody who thinks they're in a twin flame connection. I'm not disputing your twin flame connection, by the way. If you say you're in a twin flame connection, I accept it and I acknowledge it. However, everyone's running around going, oh, 11th of November, the 1111 portal. Let's just get this straight, okay? Right, so we've got this concept of master numbers between 1 and 9, okay? There are aspects for those to be doubled, and we'll talk about those in a moment. At a basic level, and this is not the true topic of the video, but just bear with me while I put it into context. At a basic level, Pythagorean numerology is born. This is where we have, we can give a number to any word, any name, anything, okay? So for example, my name is Nia. You spell my name N-I-A. So we would go for the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, and so on. And we would do that right up to 9. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, then we would start again. I, J would then become 1. So we can give a number to my name. Okay, so we can write out the alphabet, you know, A, B, C, right through to Z, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and looking at the grid, we can then determine the number of our name. Okay, we can also do this with our birth dates, and we do it in the same way. We do it with a square. Okay, so there is a psychometric square, 1 to 9, and what we do is we add all the numbers together to form our date of birth, and this, Pythagoras says, gives us our personality traits. Now the 111, so the 1111 is part of Pythagoras's body of works that assists us in understanding certain core behaviours with regards to ego, mind, and so on. Now, why was Pythagoras interested in ego and mind and personality traits? Because he was very, very influential and is cited as being one of the first writers for Orphic theology. Now, what is Orphic theology? Orphic theology comes from Orpheus, the Greek god. Okay, now you could say that this is one of the original possible twin flame stories that you will ever hear. Orpheus, in a nutshell, just a very, you can research the story yourself, but in a nutshell, was deeply in love and with his girlfriend, and she was everything to him. And on the day that they got married, she was bitten by a snake and died, and he was absolutely heartbroken about this and just could not accept the death and separation, and so he cast himself to the underworld basically in order to resurrect her and bring her back into mortality. Now with Orphic theology, and the biggest contributors to Orphic theology are Pythagoras and notably Plato, although Plato is a little bit critical in certain aspects. What the Orphic theologians, oh, you know what I'm trying to say. What this group of people believe is that your soul goes through a perpetual, internal perpetual evolution. Okay, it needs to go through these stages of transgression, both in the living world and also when we die. Okay, so through the living world we can go through the various stages of soul ascension, and we do this by looking at aspects of our ego, and we do this at looking at aspects of our mind. Just remember that I was just talking about the numerology, the psychomatrix square with regards to the numbers, or the alphabet numerology that I described earlier. Okay, so part of this soul ascension, and they did advocate vegetarianism and certain aspects of not giving any blood sacrifice and things like this. Not blood as in humans, but possibly animal sacrifice because they were vegetarian. There are some elements to Buddhism that are very, very similar with regards to ascension. But if you think about the fact that your soul ascends, now, what he said was important about these numbers is where you see 1 to 9, and especially if you see them repeating, so 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3, and so on, or 1 1 1 1, then this is a map. This is the divine, the universe, the goddess, whoever it is that you worship, whoever it is that you talk to, or give your spirituality to. This is the divine sending you a coded message to take note for something. Now, take note for what, you say? Well, that is up to you. Because what were you thinking at that particular moment? Were you acting from a place of ego? I know if I act from a place of ego, I see 4 4. If I see 4 4 4, I'm being extremely egotistical and prideful. And if I see 4 4 4 4, God help me, you know, I really need to have a good look at my own behaviour. This is just what it is. It's looking at the numbers, accepting the numbers when they arrive, but stopping yourself, acknowledging the number, thanking the universe for the number. Even if you don't understand the meaning of it, it's to put it down on paper, about a note about your thought, a note about what you're doing. And if you do that, eventually you will see what Pythagoras was suggesting with the Orphic theology is the fact the universe is sending you a coded message. Is your coded message the same as another person? Can I make a message on the meaning of 1111 angel numbers? From my point of view, no, because it's personal to you. I hope I sort of debunked some of those aspects. You know, drop me a comment if something is not quite clear, and I'll clear it up. You're welcome to look at my other channels. I do my other videos. I do free tarot readings with a love focus, and sometimes I just give a general focus with the oracle cards. More esoteric videos are coming. If you are interested, let me know. Thanks for stopping by.